Welcome to my channel. This is my first live. I'm trying to try this out. I've never done a live, so now I want to do it and see how it is. So I'm trying to see if I get anybody to be online. My name is Doris, and if you haven't been on my channel before, welcome to my channel. I am a registered nurse and mom to a toddler. So I work from home. So if you are a nurse that is trying to get into remote nurse, this is your chance to shadow me at work. And if you're not, and you're just one of my viewers or somebody that's just interested in watching my live, come along for the fun. So I'm gonna be clocking in at work, and yes, come join me at work. See how I spend my day at work. And hey girlie, let's go upstairs. Mommy's gotta yeah. So let's close the windows. And close the window.
Close the window.
And go upstairs and walk.
Walk.
Mommy gotta walk.
Mommy's gonna walk.
Mommy's gotta walk.
Oh.
Right, so we're ready to go upstairs and walk. Alexa, stop Spotify. All right, Didi, come. Choo, come.
Come upstairs.
Let's go upstairs. Everybody go upstairs. Choo, go upstairs. Be careful. All right, so this is the beauty of working from home. So one thing is you are never ever gonna be late to work. So that is the beauty. Even if you are on the dot, you are never ever gonna be late to work. And yeah, no stress of being in traffic trying to catch up with work. So that's the most important, the most advantage of having work. And now here we are at work. So I'm gonna take you around my office, little tour of my office right here. Here is where I work from home. Here is where the magic happens. Hello. Are you coming to work with me? And that's another beauty of working from home. You get to take your kids to work every day. Now that is my kids' corner, and that is where I work from home. All right, so let's start it. Let's work from home. So I'm gonna put this right here.
Right here.
Let's
put right here. Okay.
Okay. All right. Excuse me. Okay.
Okay. Let's try them.
All right.
All right.
Walk.
Walk.
Here is my workspace, and of course I have to give my toddler a tablet so that
Please.
I can be able to focus on my work while she works with the tablet. Let's see. All right, thank you. Thank you. And here we are. Yeah, if you're a nurse or a nurse that is struggling to find a work from home job, so ask them to watch this video to shadow to see how we do as a work from home nurse. And very soon I will be starting my website where nurses can get resources to apply for work from home jobs, and certifications that you can do that would help you to get a work from home job. So let me give you a little bit of history of my nursing journey. So I became a registered nurse in 2018. And prior to that, I have been a CNA, I have been LVN. So, but 2018, I became a registered nurse. And so I worked at the bedside for a while, but I knew that was not the ultimate goal for me. I knew I wanted to do something different from being at the bedside. And yes, so I did not just stop at the bedside and just be comfortable with that. Nothing wrong with the bedside, don't get me wrong, but if it is if it is not your plan, if it's not your end goal, then you know. So for me, it was not my end goal. I wanted something more. So at first, I tried to get a master's degree. I tried to get a master's degree in public health. I dropped out in the first semester because I just thought that wasn't for me. That wasn't, that really wasn't for me. I didn't really feel that it was for me. So I dropped like 2 weeks in the first semester. I dropped out. And then I decided maybe I should do family nurse practitioner. I got like a lot of bad reviews on that, but not getting a job, and the market is saturated, and so I was discouraged. And then I tried a mental health nurse practitioner, and I tried to apply to the schools, but I didn't get into the schools that I wanted to. And then I didn't really want to go like full time brick and mortar school. I wanted an online school, but I wanted the school to like have a good reputation, and so I didn't want to go to all those easy to get in schools. So I didn't try in those schools. I tried in a very difficult school, but I didn't get in. So I dumped that idea. And then during COVID, I started traveling. And after traveling for a while, I think I traveled for like I think, yeah, from 2020 to 2023. Yes, till 2023, early 2023. I stopped traveling early 2023 because then I had my toddler, and traveling wasn't sustainable. I enjoy traveling. I love to go into different places, but at the end of the day, I just thought um, traveling with each other. Then I have a little dog as well. We used to travel together, and it wasn't easy really traveling with a dog. And now combined with a toddler, I just thought it was not gonna be sustainable. It was not gonna work for me. And then I came back home, stayed home for a while, thinking of what to do. So I was just being an agent. I didn't get a full time job. I was doing an agency job and just picking up whenever I can. More like it felt more like working for myself because I could decide when I wanted to work. I could decide what time and when, any day, what day of the week that I wanted to work that is suitable for me. So it felt like I was working for myself. But then that also has its disadvantages because it's like they cancel all the time. Like, you're barely working. And I didn't want to go full time because I have a toddler, and I couldn't work in the hospital in the daytime. It doesn't just work because you're working 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you have a toddler, a 2-year-old. How are you going to make it work? From 7 a.m. to, that's a long time to be away from your from your toddler. And then at night, the same thing. You cannot work at night because, you know, it's 12 hours and you're living I couldn't do it. It was not really easy for me to do that. So I did infusion nursing again. After that, I tried infusion nursing, and yeah, I liked that a bit, because I was able to pick up when I was, but it was not enough to pay the bills because I wasn't getting enough hours to get enough money to pay the bills. The pay was good, but the job was far in between. So but I was doing that until a day when I actually like got stranded at a patient. I was supposed to spend I actually spent more than the hours that I was supposed to spend because of some little bit of delay at the patient's home, which made it late for me to be able to pick my toddler at the daycare. So by the time I left the patient's home and got on the road, it was a lot of traffic. It was a mess. Like, I still thank God today that I didn't get into an accident because I was panicking. My toddler was in the daycare. Daycare was already like closed. Of course, I've already called them to let them know that I'm gonna be late, that I got stranded somewhere at work. But at the same time, it was a terrible situation, and I was like, I would never ever do this again. So I got to my toddler's daycare, and she was the only one at the daycare, and it was already like 7 p.m. And I was like, never, never again is this gonna happen to me again. And immediately at that time, I called and I canceled this job. I cannot no longer do that. So okay, so initially to this was something that happened in 2024. And so I think in 2023 August, I started a healthcare management course, 6 months management course online that I did, and I finished that course in March. And I have been trying to get a work from home job since the beginning of 2023 when I came back from traveling nursing, but I didn't get anything. Nobody called me. They never called me, not even for one interview. It was one denial, disappointment to the other. So, not until I started this course, I did this course for 6 months, and then I finished this course in March 2024. And the first job I applied for, the same March 2024, I got interviewed, and I started this job in June 2024. And here am I'm still at this job, and I have not, like, I still pinch myself, like, I'm like, this is a rainbow job. I don't joke with it. I don't play with my job. So, like, I'm like, is there this kind of work from home job from for nurses? And most times when I tell nurses, they have no idea. They don't know, like, what kind of job are you doing as a nurse from home? So that is why I decided, like, to start this mentorship, and just try to, like, help other nurses that are looking to, like, break through into their remote jobs. So here I am helping nurses to land their work from home job. So if you're a nurse out there and you've been trying hard and you don't know how to go about it and you need help, I am your person. Okay, just drop your comments, and I will send you a link where you can reach out to me. You can subscribe, and I can guide you along the way to getting your work from home job, your rainbow nursing job. It exists, it's true, it's out there. You just need to know how to go about it. You just need to get the knowledge. Everything doesn't end in the bedside, and you don't need to get a master's degree. You don't need to get that huge student loan before you're able to get to work from home. So look at me now. Once I finish working, I take out my scrub, and down the hall is my bedroom. So what other, I have a good, healthy work life balance. I'm able to take care of myself more. And yes, so because most times nurses, we work 12 hours at the bedside. We don't even have time to take care of ourselves. No good work life balance. Your life outside of work suffers a lot. You work in the daytime, you work 7 to 7. You don't even get to, like, be with your family. You don't even get to do other things, and on top of that, you work extra shift, and then you work at night. It's like a double shift because you get to, like, work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and then the rest of the day you're sleeping. No social life, no time with the family. You are stressed. You eat late in the night. You get your health, different health issues starts creeping in, and that's not sustainable, till at a certain age. It's not sustainable, so those are all the things that I was like, like thinking about. So I'm gonna be 49 years this 49 year this year by December, and by next year I'm gonna be 50. And yeah, I don't see myself like working at the bedside at the age of 50, because the body changes as you grow up, and then you get all this stress. It does not work. It does not work at all, so I'm thankful to God that I was able to get this job, and I'm able to work from home. Even with this kind of job, you could work until you are 70, until you are retirement age. You could work because you are literally like in your home. They are paying you to be in your home. You are getting money from your home to pay your bills. You get your house, you are enjoying your mortgage. You are literally enjoying your mortgage. It's not like you buy a house and then you are going somewhere every day, and not and not even staying at home to enjoy the house that you're paying for. So yeah, so if you're a nurse, join me. And yeah, so I'll be dropping a link of my website later on. So it's still in the progress. It's still on work. And yes, I have been doing this for a while. Since the beginning of this year, I've been like mentoring nurses, helping them. But now I just wanted to do it like professionally, take it to the next stage, start my website, and start it as a business, and help other nurses, because I've been getting great feedback from nurses that I've mentored, from nurses that I've rendered help to get their work from home job. And so that I've only been like a year plus at my work from home job, and now I'm already like a preceptor. I started precepting other nurses at work beginning of this year, so that has given me more confidence. I know my onions, and I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to remote job for nurses. So if you're a nurse, join me, and let me help you, create a beautiful work-life balance, and let me help you to better enjoy your career as a nurse. All right, so I am gonna try to like look at my report right now. So it's just like when you're in the hospital, you get to work and you go look at the assignment. So now I'm gonna look at the assignments, and see my patients. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna write down just same thing as work, as the hospital, except that you are at home, except that you are working from home. So I'm just gonna write down my assignment. And then here, instead of getting bedside reports, so we do hand off. So like the nurse giving me the patient, they already like have a handoff ready for me that I'm just gonna read, and I'm gonna let them know that I'm good with the handoff. So usually we use Team. So like I have 3 monitors in front of me. So one is to communicate with my co-workers. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have service coordinators, which literally are like CNAs at the bedside, but they like, we delegate to them. And we have the directors, the managers, assistants, nurse managers, different pharmacies, everything. We have them here. Pharmacy technician, we have them here. Our IT, so those are on Teams. So one of my monitor, my computer is for my workmates, to communicate with them. And then one of my monitor, the next one is for Epic, where I document and chat. And then the third one is where I have my Zoom, and another app that we use at work, that we use to like communicate with patients. So excuse me. So so that's how I start my day at work. Mm. All right, so I'm gonna clock in now. It's time to clock in to work. Mm. Let's see. Mm. So I clock in to work to let everyone know that I'm here, and then I go to my Chronos and punch in. So one thing about work from home is like you have to make your presence known because nobody's seeing you. They don't know if you're at work or not, so you have to like, communicate, on Teams with your workmates because yeah, it's very, very easy to just be here and nobody knows what you're doing, so they don't know if you're working or not. So you have to make yourself, present at all times. Okay. Mm. Mhm. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm still writing my patients, my assignments. Mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. So just the same thing that you would do if you are, you get your assignments, you get your reports. In my case, handoff, and then yeah, you log into Epic, you read your reports. So I'm just checking now. All my patients have written down, so I'm checking who is in charge today. What doctors do we have to on my shift? So I know which doctor to tag in case of anything. So I'm looking at what supervisor that we have on my shift, and then what assistant nurse manager that we have. Okay, and I'm also looking at what time is my break time. Okay, so I got that written down. So now I'm gonna log into Epic to get my handoff. Okay, so I need to authenticate my login from my phone. Okay, and that's it. Let's see. Mm, mm, okay, let's see. Gonna authenticate my login. All right, we are almost ready. So just like in the at the bedside, so after getting my handoff and letting the nurses that is handing off to me, letting them know that I'm good with handoff. So of course I prioritize which patient I'm seeing based on why they are here. So I go into my patient, like I call my patients and I see them on video and check in on them, just like I would go if I was at the bedside. I would go in my patient's room to introduce myself and to start patient care. So just the same thing here. So I call them on video, introduce myself, and review the plan of care with them and let them know what time to what time I'm gonna be their nurse and what we are gonna be doing, and if there are vital signs to take to check at that time, I do it. If there are medications to do, I do it. If not, then I let them know what time I'll be back to do that with them. And sometimes we do send nurses home if we need to like do some physical stuff, because we have virtual nurses, so we cannot do physical stuff with our patients. Um, so usually we coordinate care, and we send nurses home. So I work in the California market, so there are field nurses out there that we work with companies, home health companies that we work with. So we coordinate the care, and we source this physical part of the job to this home health agencies. So the nurses go down to the patient's home and do whatever it is that we need to do. If it is like wound care, if it is assessments, if it is to give some IV medication, or to start an IV line, or to start a PIC line. For PIC line, we use Vic to PIC, which is the California Central Line Agency. So yes, so that's what we do. So mostly virtual nurses, remote nurses. Most of what we do is to coordinate our patient care to make sure that everything gets done for our patient, to carry out all the plan of care that the doctor has ordered, and then we coordinate it. We make sure that the nurses, if there are nurses supposed to be going there, there are nurses are going, and we delegate the scheduling of these appointments with our service coordinators. So we delegate to them. So all right. So I'm looking at my patient's handoff right now. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Mm, mm. Okay. So today's 15. Mm,
Cuckoo.
mm-hmm. Coco.
Cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
Cuckoo.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm a virtual visual person, so I like to write things down. I prefer to write things down. So it makes easy for me. All right, so now I have all the information that I need, and I'm just gonna let the nurses that are giving me those patients know that I'm good with handoff. Mm-hmm. But the first, let me see if there is any appointments that's happening soon. So I'm gonna assign these patients to me and then check their appointment schedule for today to see if there's any appointment that is happening soon. And then just see how I'm gonna prioritize, checking in with who I'm gonna be checking in with first, and what I'm gonna be doing with them on my shifts. So, okay, all right. So I have an appointment. So one of my patients has an appointment. Nurse is going in there for an IV medication at 5:30. So I'm just gonna wait until the nurse gets there before I check in with the patient. And the other patient has a nurse going in at 4 p.m. So I'm also gonna be waiting. So that means I'm seeing the one for 4 p.m. first. Right now is 3:42 p.m. So I'll wait until the nurse gets there at 4 p.m. and then I will use that time. So lots of times we try to like cluster care, because these are patients that they are in their homes, they are in their homes and you don't want to be calling them all the time. So you want to cluster care, just like we do in the hospitals. We don't just go into the rooms all the time. So the same thing, you don't want to like impose on patients privacy all the time. Calling and calling on video all the time. So we try to cluster care and try to like make the cost minimal, but at the same time we let patient know that you can call. We are here from this time to this time, and if there's any concerns, any questions, please give me a call. So they know to call. So they know to call us. So no, and I also let them know that at what time I'll be calling. So once I check in with them, I let them know what time I'll be calling them back again. And if I'm not going to be calling them again for that shift, I'll let them know. If we don't have any stuff to do together anymore, I will let them know I'm not going to call you back anymore because I already got my vitals, we already do your medication. But if there's anything, please give me a call. So they know to call. And yes, so now I see. So I'm just going to let the nurses that give me a report know that I'm good. Bless you. So I'm just gonna let them know that I'm good with the reports. And that's it. So I'm just gonna wait here until um, the first nurse gets home to the patient and call me, and then I can get on the video and start checking in with my patients. So yeah, that's how I start my day at work as a remote nurse. I see there are two people here. Hi, drop a comment. Let me know, what do you do for work? Are you a nurse? I am a registered nurse. So let me know what you do for work. I'm a registered nurse and I work from home. So this video is about coming to work with me and shadowing me at work if you are a registered nurse. So if you know anybody that is a registered nurse, let them watch this video. Tag them, let them watch this video. After this live, I will be posting this video. So let them watch this video, to have a feel of how it is to work as a remote registered nurse. So, and if you're a nurse that has been considering working as a registered nurse, and you don't know how it goes, what do they do, this is your chance, this is your opportunity to shadow a remote work from home nurse to see how we do it. And if you're somebody that don't know how nurses work from home, and then you hear that, oh, I'm a work from home nurse, and you're surprised, like, okay, you work from home, you're a nurse, you should be at the bedside, then this video is for you, you know so you can get your knowledge from here and see how we work from home. So we just work in front of our computers, we see patients on videos, we talk to the rest of our team as well. uh, we can talk to our team as well on video if we want, if there is something that we need to, like, critical thing that needs to be to have like a audio on video. And if not, we can also call, one another, group call, to discuss stuff, or just type it out there. So yes, this is how we do it. So now I'm just gonna wait until 4 p.m. like I said, and while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna get a sip of my tea. Mm, yes, and that's it. So like I've said, the advantage of working from home. So like the first advantage is like you get to spend more time at home.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. You know.
Bye.
Bye. So you get more time from home. You get more time to spend with your family. You know, and you are never late. You are never late to work. That's a beautiful advantage. The stress of being in traffic is not there. So you can get from home to work in a second, which is great. And then if you are working late nights, you don't have to be scared that you're driving late to work. You're just from work to your bed. So that's a great advantage. But it has a disadvantage if you don't know how to, like, maximize the advantage. So the disadvantage of working from home is that you are working alone. You're not really literally like working alone. You have a lot of help. You can always reach out to your team members, but like physically you are alone in your office. So that could be boring sometimes. That could be boring. But sometimes, then, don't get me wrong, you can be like very busy, and before you blink, the time is gone. The time goes very, very, very fast. So that's it. So but sometimes when it's not too busy, it can be boring. It can be boring even though you are in your home. It can be boring. And of course, people in your home also have to, like, understand that just because you are home, your family members have to know that just because you are working from home doesn't mean that you are home. So you have to let them know that once I'm in this room, I am at work. I'm not home. I'm not home. So that I've like had to, like, tell members of my family that, oh, but you are home. No, I am not home. Once I'm in this room, I am at work. I'm not home. And even my 3-year-old toddler understands that when we come into this room, it means mommy's got to work. Mommy's got to work. So I let her know that right from immediate when I started, this job. So, and now, since then she was 2, and now she's 3, and now she already understands. Once I come in this room, it's business as usual. Mommy gotta work, bills gotta be paid. So that is it. And then, so yes, and then you are sitting all through your shift. That can be very bad. Just sitting and sitting is not really healthy. So if you can just get, like, what do you call that thing, um like a treadmill. So I have a treadmill. So because on my 30 minutes, we do get 15 minutes break, and 1 30 minutes break. So on my 30 minutes break, I try to, like, go and run. I'll show you my treadmill. So I have my treadmill. So right there is my treadmill. So on my every time I'm on break, I make sure I come here and do my 30 minutes run. So every day when I walk, I make sure I do that. And in between, when I have my 15 minutes, I try to get up and I try to stretch. And another thing that I have in my office, I have a little TV. So sometimes I just put it on so that I can just try to like get my, you know, get that loneliness away from me. So 1 second, I'll be joining soon. Are you done? Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, come. Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So let's see. So yeah. So I quickly went to help my daughter to the restroom, and now I'm back. All right. So that's about it, and that's how we work as a work from home nurse. So like I said, if you're a nurse and you need a mentor, you need help in getting your work from home job, in landing your remote nurse job, I am your link. Reach out to me and let's discuss. I've helped many nurses since I've started this work, get enough knowledge and then where they can look and what they can do to get this job. And I'm here for you. I'm here to help you as well, to steer you in the right direction. If you don't have the knowledge, you don't know where to look for the knowledge, I've got the knowledge. I am a billboard for that. I'm practicing that, so I can help you. So reach out to me and let me know if you're a nurse and you're looking for a work from home job. Okay, so I know like a lot of nurses that I know, so that is one of their goals, to be able to get out from the bedside, and doing that without accruing a lot of huge loan on advanced degree. So, and yeah, I'm all for that. So I don't believe in going back to school and getting a huge loan on an advanced degree just so you can get out of the bedside. There are other ways that you can get out of the bedside, just doing like a little 6 month course to join to your RN degree, and you are good to go. You already have the experience, you have the nursing skills, you just need a little bit of management certification courses or whatever is specific to the work from home job that you are eyeing, that you are trying to apply for. So just get a certification in that, add it to your degree and apply. And then you have to also know how to write your resume to fit the job that you are applying for. That is also very, very important. So I will also be guiding you on how to tailor your resume to match what they are looking for. And of course, when it comes to the interview, it's just the same as when you go to interview for a bedside nurse job. Nursing is nursing, so they're going to be asking you all the same questions that they will ask you at a bedside job application. So they're going to ask you how you can use the theory into the practical, just all those kind of nursing questions on how you would do something, what you would do first. Is the same thing that they will ask you the remote job. Okay, so all of that. And so yes, so that's just it. So yeah, I am gonna be ending this video. What time is 5 minutes to 4, and I'm preparing to check in on my first patient. And so that is about it for my first live video on YouTube. So it's been nice doing this video. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so it's been nice doing this video, and yes, let's hang out later. So I think next time I'm coming on video, I will announce it, and I will see if there's anybody out there. I see some people getting in and getting out. So hopefully, I hope this video is able to, even if it's just one person, is able to benefit one person, then my work is done. So that is it. And thank you those that stayed. Thank you those that watch. And I hope to do this again. And I hope to see you all again. Bye. Thanks. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So now I don't know how to stop my live video. Mm. How do you do that? Mm. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know how to stop it now.
I don't understand now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want. I don't want snack.
You want snacks? Okay.
I want snack.
Okay. Let's open it. Okay, here is your snack. Okay, so this live video is done, but I don't know how to stop it. How do I stop it? Thank you. Okay, okay, I think I'm done with this live. Oh, okay, right there.